Jennifer Freeman joins me now. She is an attorney who represents several Epstein survivors. Jennifer, I'm glad you're with us. Evaluate, if you'd be so kind for my audience, what has happened in the last couple of weeks, what's missing, what your clients need to see from the Justice Department or other actions they need to see on Capitol Hill.
Well, what's been happening is there were 3 million pages or documents released. The redactions were sloppy when it came to the survivors, but seemed to be kind of excellent when it came to be other alleged perpetrators or co-conspirators or other men that were involved with the survivors. So there's been also release of nude photographs. I don't see how that can be done, how that wasn't redacted, removed. So these kind of, what the survivors are thinking and feeling is that it feels incompetent and it feels intimidating and it feels intentional. So this has been very frustrating for many of the survivors.
From your vantage point and the vantage point of the clients you represent, do the actions of the Justice Department live up to the letter or even the spirit of the law on transparency?
I'm afraid they don't yet. I'm hoping that they will, but they do not yet. There have been just too many problems with the redactions. And what is also missing, Major, is that there are very few names named other than Epstein and Maxwell. But even the 302s, the witness statements are very much redacted, which is okay. But what seems to be either missing or redacted are, what did the government do? What did the Department of Justice, what did law enforcement do with those names? There were allegations against others. What did the government do? What steps did the government take? Until we understand that, it's hard to simply accept that there's nothing to see here and that there's nothing to do. We need to know what the government did.
Ghislaine Maxwell appeared via video deposition with the House Oversight Committee today, took the fifth. What do you make, if anything, of that?
Not surprising. This is what was expected. I certainly expected it. It would be dangerous for her to do otherwise. And to offer to, in exchange for immunity to speak, is also kind of it's kind of a powder puff offer that was not going to be accepted. So it really wasn't much of an offer at all.
What do your clients believe America needs to know about the role that Ghislaine Maxwell played in all of this and her potential ability to identify that key word, co-conspirators?
Well, it would be great if she would be speaking, but it doesn't surprise me that she's not. But where are the documents and these would probably again be in those FD 302s, those witness statements that would outline what happened with each victim, each survivor. And because those are heavily redacted, and so many other documents that are relevant to the underlying evidence, we don't see what it is. But we certainly know, as we know for one of my clients, Annie Farmer, that she testified at Ghislaine Maxwell's trial and told her story there. And we know that Maria Farmer in 1996 reported Epstein and Maxwell to the law enforcement, to the FBI, and it seems like nothing was done with that either. So it's been a very frustrating period for 3 decades of inaction.
Jennifer, from your vantage point and that of your clients, is what has been released so far telling us more about those in the British government and the British royal family than in our government and people of prominence in America? Because it seems to be driving so much more coverage and political blowback in the United Kingdom than here.
That's exactly right, Major. It's just hard to understand that. But I have to wonder, are some of the people that are making these decisions close to people that were named or have something to do with the files, which makes it much more difficult to have the kind of restoration of public trust, which is what we're really looking for. We're looking for transparency, we're looking for accountability and restoration of public trust so that people can believe in what the government tells you.
Very quickly, you said at the top you think this could be incompetence. What I heard you just say there suggested might be something else, favoritism.
It could be. It seems like there was preferential treatment when it came to Ghislaine Maxwell, where she is visited by the number two in the Justice Department and spends days with him talking, not under oath, and gives him, I guess, information, but there's very little follow-up requests during those periods of time. So, and then soon after that, she's moved to a minimum security prison. So it doesn't add up other than to suggest that there's some kind of preferential treatment going on, which is really disturbing. Where's the positive treatment to the survivors?
Jennifer Freeman, I appreciate the time very much. Thank you.
Good to be with you.